In today's video, you know, if you are not new here, that I hate just wasting time at the beginning. I'm gonna dive right into some influencer marketing tips for you. So beginning in 2021, I wanted to just start off fresh. And if you are struggling to kind of grow on Instagram and get your momentum there, or maybe you are new to Instagram and you haven't really dove into that very much, then use this as a new year, fresh start to actually do that. And I'm gonna give you 3 ways you can make money on Instagram. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, grab yourself a yummy coffee. I got mine from a local coffee store in Fairhope, and we'll dive right in. Okay, so one of the first ways you as an influencer can make money on Instagram is through brand partnerships, and not just any one-off small partnerships. I'm talking about long-term, higher ticket, higher paying partnerships. One of the biggest issues I see a lot of influencers make is taking various partnerships that are kind of all one-off, one-time partnerships for $50 here or $70 here or $100 there, and they're not really forming a long-term relationship with the brands. Personally, I've done this too. I've been so excited to make an income at all from my Instagram presence that I pretty much took most offers presented to me, and to me, a $50, compensation for one post was mind-blowing, because I went from no presence, no personal brand, no influencer, following, to what I have now, thousands of followers and an established personal brand online. And as you are starting out, my biggest advice for you would to be pursue long-term partnerships. Even though you might be a micro influencer who doesn't have, millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers, that does not mean you cannot still earn income from brand partnerships. So I go over really clear methods and strategies that I'm utilizing right now to essentially land dream partnerships. So 2 recently that I did, one was with Allegiant, which is a travel airline company, and another that I'm ongoing doing right now this January 2021 is with Sambucol, which is a wellness supplement brand that has elderberry supplements. So both of these partnerships I was able to land via my methods and strategies. And if that sounds like something you might be interested in diving a little bit more into those strategies, I invite you to join a live workshop where I actually dive really heavily into that and do a little bit of a Q&A as well with those who come to the live workshop. So I will give you a link to that below in the description box if you are interested. But since you did show up today to this video, I'm gonna give you 3 big tips for brand partnerships and landing long-term higher ticket ones. And the first thing would be to show up in DMs and show brands love. Even if they are the ones pitching to you and you are still trying to figure out if they're a right fit, show them love, show them support for the content and the mission they are sharing. And that will also allow you to understand their mission and their value system to see if it's a good fit for your brand. One of the best strategies that I could recommend for you when creating content with brand partnerships is to actually morph the brand's mission and their campaigns they might be running into content you already want to create. So that way it's a really seamless content creating process for you. You can morph easily these brands and their campaigns, their products into your content, and it basically becomes products and maybe even services that you would want to recommend anyways to your audience, but you're just getting compensated for that. Influencing is a full-time job. It is amazing that we can even have that as a job nowadays, to develop a business on a platform even like Instagram. So utilizing DMs to really get that conversation flowing with brands and kind of get on their radar, and also going through to see if the brand's mission and value system actually resonates with your own content. There's nothing worse than taking a partnership with a brand who has nothing to do with your mission, your value system, and your long-term goals for your personal brand. At the end of the day, your personal brand and how you show up online is absolutely key, and also maintaining the trust of your own audience is also key, because those are the ones who are showing up, supporting you, and basically helping you skyrocket this online brand that you are creating. So brands want to see that. They want to see that genuine relationship, whether it's in response to a DM you got, a response to an email you get, or you yourself pitching that brand. It's so important to be confident and recognize that you have a unique system and value to bring to the table. You have a unique style, branding, and method that you approach that's very different than the other person. So sometimes the brand that you approach will mesh better with the other other person, or it could be you yourself that is a better fit for that brand. Even if you are a micro influencer, you have something unique to bring to the table. Micro influencers are actually becoming more and more relevant and more desirable to brands because of their niche, really focused audience, and because typically those audiences are really engaged and intrigued and really trustworthy of that influencer. So utilizing the content and your branding and your overall storytelling and message on Instagram is an excellent way to make income as an influencer. So a second way you can do this is through affiliate links. And one of the biggest reasons to me why Instagram is great for this is because there are so many different ways to create content on Instagram. You have Instagram Reels, you have Instagram feed posts, you have IGTV, you have story highlights, you have My Stories in general, you have Instagram Live My Stories. There are so many ways to show your links and show the affiliates that you work with and work for. And this does tie a little bit into brand partnerships, and that you should filter the affiliates you work with the same way you filter through what brands you should work with. You want to make sure it makes sense for the content you create and that it makes sense for the messages you want to give your audience. So if you talk about wellness and fitness, and then you have an affiliate link to budget fashion, you want to make sure it is in alignment with your content. A big issue that I've seen is a lot of influencers think sharing affiliate links looks spammy or scammy and like you're just trying to make money from your audience. At the end of the day, I really think this is a huge imposter syndrome and fear that too many influencers have because we've trained ourselves to think that making money is bad, that making money from our influence is bad. When in fact, when we are able to make more of an income, we can actually have more of an impact and give more to our audience. So think of these affiliate links and these products that you promote with your discount codes to be a way to give your audience more value. And you can seamlessly intertwine these links within different topics that you share. So when you're intertwining these links, you're actually kind of enhancing your content and giving your audience more chances to get discounts on products, to view new products and to help their journey and their life as well. Because at the end of the day, your influence is a positive one. It should be. And you are able to be a voice and a support and a friend to someone who maybe you've never even met in person. So these brand partnerships and affiliate links are great ways to use Instagram for that. And remember, Instagram's a free platform, which is amazing. I will say to the end of the day always that I do recommend you have a website and you have your own real estate, so to speak, online. But if you are just getting your feet wet with influencing and marketing yourself, definitely recommend you tap into Instagram and look at other apps that are always coming out as well. If you have your own branding, your own message that is really concrete and strong and just firmly rooted in the ground, you're going to have a lot more confidence in spreading your message to various different platforms like Instagram. So the final way I recommend is through consultations, getting in DMs again. So we already mentioned getting in DMs and talking to brands, kind of getting relationships built there, but you can also do this with other creators just like you. So going into DMs and building relationships with people who need your zone of genius is an excellent way to use this free Instagram platform as an influencer. So one thing that I love to do is go through the explore page and actually find different people that are basically my ideal client. Who is an influencer, a woman who maybe wants to dive into paid partnerships with brands, but doesn't really know how, or maybe they've kind of tried, but they're really only taking a few one-off smaller $10 here, $10 here partnerships. And I look at their feed and I see they have so much potential and opportunity. I will go into DMs and basically audit their Instagram. I'll ask them, what brands have you worked with? I really would love to help you shine your light and enhance your message on this platform. So getting in DMs and finding how you can share your zone of genius, share your expertise with someone else is a great way to make income via consulting online. So as an influencer, use this opportunity with Instagram to get in those messages and really build rapport and relationships with your audience more than just, they liked my photo and commented. Learn their pain points, learn their struggles, and then you can get compensated to consult with them and to get that one-on-one attention that they really, really need. High five, you made it till the end. Thank you so much for stopping by this channel, my videos. Definitely give this a big thumbs up if you liked it. That really helps this channel grow. I love it. I think that you are amazing and you have so much opportunity. If no one tells you that today, remember, Morgan told you that your influence it matters and you have a voice and a special message to share that you should get compensated for. So thank you so much again, and I'll see you in my next video. Besos.